you go wireless?
Nah. Nah.
You didn't go wireless?
I get the jealousy thing. I don't like going festivals and like if I'm not performing.
Oh really?
Someone tweeted me and said that's like ego or something or entitlement. I said, bro, safe. Maybe.
Oh, what did you tweet that? Did you say I'm not going there?
Nah, I don't know. You know what it is? I get like late night. I get a bit sarcastic on my Twitter. I was like, yeah, thanks everyone that saw me perform at Wireless, and they was like, oh yeah, and I was joking next to it. I said, I'm only joking. I didn't really go, and it was just like, I just feel like I'm missing out. Like I missed out. I want to get involved.
Yeah, I hear that. But sometimes you should go for the day out.
No. If I could, if I would have got a ticket or someone would have hollered me, I would have definitely got. I'm not on a spiteful thing, but I just didn't, and it just looked sick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I went like I go to those things more for the day out, as opposed to the performances. To be honest with you,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. The day out's sick. Like the performances over a period of time, I thought were good. Well, I'm gonna talk about that in a bit actually. But more time, I just go wireless for the day out, bro, because it's flipping summertime. You know what I mean? It's a vibe. And there was a time, I think last year, what was it? Last year, Saturday, wireless was going on and I wasn't there. And I was just on the road and I was thinking, fucking hell, bro.
No, what's going on?
Like, yeah, wireless is going on and I'm not even there. Do you get me?
No, I was in Napa. I'm lying. So not saying that wasn't why, but I didn't feel that. I know what you mean.
Oh,
like,
you didn't feel it?
Didn't feel it, yeah. I saw it through that.
To me, that's like, it's like, there's a big difference because this is free, but to me, it's like carnival's going on and I'm not at carnival.
Oh,
I'm in my yard and carnival's going on and it's
and
like,
you're from West
bare
as well,
people
it's
are there.
even more.
Exactly, bare people are there and I'm not there. But for the day out, bruv, wireless is a vibe still. It was mad hot though.
Yeah.
Bruv, it was mad hot. It was like being in the flipping desert, bruv.
Everyone was talking about like the dust and all that type of thing, like the dust clouds, and everyone's come out with bare dust on them and all that.
Yeah. It was like being in the desert. But you know, I'd rather that than it be wet.
Have you been to a festival? I've been in Glastonbury when it was wet.
Yeah. Fuck me, bro.
Mental. Sinking. You're sinking. It's just horrible.
I know. And then by the toilets is bare watery and
I don't go to toilet in festivals.
that's horrible, bruv.
No, for real. I don't eat. I make sure I prepare myself. I can't. I went toilet. I went toilet on one festival in Germany. I done a show in Germany, some random festival in like the woods somewhere, and my belly was bubbling up. And bruv, the toilet. What I had to endure, I don't want to speak about.
Serious.
It was mental. So I don't think I'm in Germany, in a random it was like a bass festival. I was performing with the Pug, like 4 a.m. in the morning, wet.
That's crazy. Man might have to see festivals like that. Man might have to just fucking go there wearing continent pads.
Yeah, if I didn't think I was on the road too long, because it was madness. All I'm saying, as I opened the door, madness.
Could you imagine that?
But then you can't just walk about though.
Like, that's a nappy basically.
But that's for like pissing that, no?
And then you shit in that as
I'm
well.
not shitting in that roll around.
Adults do that.
Of course, no. So wait. Let me just be clear.
Just roll
Let
out.
me just be clear. I'm not laughing like because when you get to it, you know, there's a saying in it: once a man, twice a child.
Yeah.
Right. So that means that you know what, you're a child at one point, you're wearing a nappy or whatever, and then when you get old, you're gonna get to a point where maybe your faculties are not the way that they were when you were young, and you might have people that need to look after you and all of these things. And with that, if you were still at home, you might have to have a continent pad or whatever. So I'm not laughing at that, but I am laughing at the fact that, like, imagine man them just going to like
under their tech
it's like, right, man, ain't what I ain't using the toilet. I'm just taking the shit now, fam.
Nah, but then you got to roll around with doo-doo in your body.
No, you just wipe that. You just take it off and just get a finger, just baby wipe, innit?
Yeah, that's what people do.
People.
Like old people.
But
Can you sit there?
But they're at home though. They're at home. No?
Nah, what? Wearing continent pads.
I'm assuming when you're older, you're not really rolling like that's just for emergencies. So like my grandma and that, yeah, she's obviously older,
So she would be wearing a continent pad.
but she's at yard.
Yeah, of course.
She's not on the road. I'm not doing that at like in Finsbury Park.
No,
Yeah, but she might be out doing a quick shopping now.
Yeah.
Nah, she's not really on the shopping
Okay,
thing right now.
Okay, fair.
But I hear what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like basically, I'm only mentioning that because of how bad the toilets are at Glastonbury. Like I remember one time when I went to Glastonbury, the flipping. So you know where all the toilets and that are stood up, and you've got like, so you've got loads of people around there. Literally around there was what, this high of just water. So and you know that like it's not just rain.
Oh, allow it.
That's not rain. That's
nasty.
piss
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know what I mean. And liquid shit.
Yeah.
Do you get me? That's
It's
horrible,
mad, you know.
bruv.
It's mad.
And this is the only reason why this time around of going to Wireless Festival, that like you'd see me backstage. Really,
That's the best
Is
way.
to use a toilet, if anything, because the toilets backstage
better.
there are a lot better,
Way better.
and maybe a quick Nando's or something like that. But other than that, bro, I say all of the time, the vibe backstage, like there's no vibe backstage, really.
It's dead.
Really,
It's dead.
it's the vibe is not backstage.
No.
I used to want you back in the day, yeah. my heart used to fill with jealousy.
Yeah.
I wanted to be back there so bad. Now that I've been back there loads of times, it's like, it's kind of, okay, cool, you know, you see a couple man there,
Yeah.
right, whatever. Might see a couple other industry heads, yeah, let's do lunch.
Let's link up, man.
Let's do all of that.
Whatever.
Yeah, let's have a chat. Let's, do all of that stuff.
You know me.
But then while you're doing all of that, you're missing out on the vibe out there.
Can't hear nothing. That's the most important thing, is that you can't even hear the
nothing.
music.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I'm saying? So you're there. You know what it is? It's good to have it because you can pop in and out.
Yeah,
I
of
like
course.
when nothing's really going on or you want to chill, you can go back there, chill. Like you said,
Get
use
food,
the
there's no
toilet,
queue.
hold a food, get a drink,
Yeah.
safe. But you can't see nothing and you try and itch up behind the back of the stage and then you're doing that. It's not cool, man.
Yeah.
Even if you're literally behind, like, performing, behind where they're performing, you can't hear nothing.
Nah.
You're not catching the same vibe.
No, of course not.
You're not.
And anyway, so this time around I was just walking around, just watching performances and that. Obviously I knew DJ Khaled wasn't going to be there. I already knew the pattern.
He was
and
in
that
the
anyway.
pool, bruv.
I know. I seen DJ Khaled in a listen.
That's rude, though. That's on the real. Like I said, I
Did
went
he
there.
even say at any point,
He
sorry?
didn't say nothing.
Another platform apologised for him, and
Is
they
it?
were like, "Oh, due to travel issues." And everyone in the comments was like, "We can see.
We
his
can see him.
snap."
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we're not stupid.
Yeah.
Like I don't really check his snap too much anymore. Every once in a while I'll just check to just see how big Assad's getting. You know what I mean? It's like I remember one time he was a little baby, they were holding him around and all that. Next time I went on the snap, he was running up and down all over the place. And now the next time I saw him, he was at some next awards show just with flipping Michael Jordan couple, man. So anyway, so then boom now. So I've gone on there this time because I'm thinking he's like, Khaled might be here now,
That's
linking with some of the man them or whatnot. Then I see him in the pool talking about praise to the Most High and that.
Yeah.
So I said
No,
to
he was
myself,
getting man
hold on a
easy,
minute.
man cool.
Yeah.
You know what's mad? He took a flight from somewhere else back home.
Yeah.
I thought he'd getting on a plane. I said, "Oh, right, okay, he's getting on a plane." Man landed in his house. He was in the pool. Man, easy, man, cool.
Yeah.
I said, "Yo."
On the Saturday, I saw him talking about all praise to the Most High. I said to myself, he needs to praise his ass on the jet. Seriously.
Yeah.
He needs to praise his ass on the jet. What's going on?
No, but that's like, again, going back to the Drake
But
thing.
I
you see
realised why
the
he
level of
didn't, huh?
respect. Go back to the Drake thing. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? He just thought, alright, whatever. He's not a big thing to him. He don't care about London. He don't care about coming wireless and all that jazz. He might have missed out on a P or whatever, but ultimately, he don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Someone like Drake wouldn't do that. So you can see the genuine, I'm really here for that. But
I thought that it would have had a lot to do with the fact of him flying though, because I know that people did mention, he's been getting flights here and there. But following DJ Khaled, I know that he was scared of flights.
Yeah.
Him and Fat Joe as well. I know that their man is.
he only started flying since his son was born.
There you go. So they usually when they're touring up and down the country and that, they just do the tour bus thing.
Yeah,
but you have to understand that if you're hitting 50 states, bro, do you know how much? That's
America's
fucking
massive.
crazy.
That's mad.
It's huge. It's huge. A lot of these states are bigger than England. So imagine that. So you're going all over it's mad. So then he got hypnotized or some shit. He did all that stuff, didn't he?
He probably tried, yeah.
Yeah. And then he was able to get domestic flights and stuff. So he was able to go from Miami
couple hours.
to New York or whatever. And then now maybe he could go from LA to. 'Cause you got to think this though, yeah. The distance to get from one side of America to the
LA
other
to
side.
New York is a serious flight.
Yeah, it's almost you're going to LA to London.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe it's the sea. I don't know what it is that scares him. But so I knew that I knew that his issue might have had to do with the flight, and I think that he probably agreed to doing it, thinking that he was going to do it. And then as the days went on, his anxiety was doing a madness, and then thought, you know what? I don't know.
I think,
but then if he was going to do that, he would have apologized.
Nah, I think he agreed to do it. Then something else better he thought was better that he could just do locally to save.
And didn't even apologise.
Nah, he
you
didn't
know
say
what?
nothing. But what was
Does anyone care?
I was gonna say that. What was his set gonna be like anyway?
Bro, let me tell you
Really?
this now, yeah? If his set was literally gonna be him coming out and salsaing over Wild Thoughts, getting everybody to put their hands up and stay there.
Oh, bro.
Playing Fat Man Scoop, Be Faithful, or even flipping bringing out Ace Hood. I'm good for that.
Did
I'm
you
good
say
for that, bruv.
playing Fat Man Scoop be faithful?
Yeah, bro.
Wow,
Yeah,
Americans
bro.
love doing that, innit?
Exactly,
Yo!
exactly.
They love I see Fat Man Scoop.
Engine number 9. Oh, your number. Nah, do you know what?
I see Fat
I'm
Man
alright
Scoop do
with
that live in Ibiza for like.
do you know what? I
5
bet
minutes.
it's a vibe, innit?
It was good.
But I personally, if DJ Khaled is gonna come there, salsa over Wild Thoughts, get everybody to put their hands up and stay there, play Faithful, Fat Man Scoop,
Nah,
and flipping Ras Clark bring out Ace Hood.
Nah,
Do you know what? I'm all right with it.
Like, he would have
I'll
played
stay there,
KMT.
innit?
He would have mispronounced every English artist name wrong
Yeah.
and tried to bring them on stage. Like, it would have been thing. Or an ass. Like, he would have just done
Yeah,
some
exactly,
weird
exactly.
stuff. Like, it would have been. I think it would have been dead, but safe. It would. For, again,
He
it
would have
worked
done
for
bare
me.
talking in that as well.
Oh, bag of
I mean,
talking.
yeah, he would have done bare
But
talking.
I think it's way sicker that Giggs and Drake.
Yeah,
dumped it out.
100%. The way, this is just my opinion, innit? The way to do a set like a DJ. Well, I mean, it's different. It would be difficult for DJ Khaled, to be honest with you, because in America, he's got the pattern for so many artists. He can get them to fly here, there, and that. And they only got to get a couple hours flight and stuff like that. So it's cool. Here, for him to get some people over would have been mad long.
Yeah.
You know, if he wanted to get Future or whoever, and then obviously bringing out some of the other artists, he might, as you said, mispronouncing their name, and you know, like it's a big.
And you don't
It's a big job, you know.
you don't
You don't
genuinely-
you don't know it. You
Exactly.
don't know the music.
Yeah.
So what's the point of coming out? You don't even know. You don't really care.
Yeah,
So what's the point?
it's bait as well.
Yeah. So anyway, do you know what? To be honest with you, it was just way better that Giggs did his thing and Drake came out and did his thing, because I don't even think much people cared about DJ Khaled, and the people that were talking about refunds and stuff. I know that there was a principle. I know that there's a principle element in it. It's the principle. It's not like there is a principle element. I get it. There is in it. But really, you don't care about the
You
principle.
got a better show for your P.
You know what?
%.
Forget about all of that. You don't care about the principle.
Oh, yeah,
There's
yeah,
a principle
1,000,000%.
element, but you don't care about it.
Yeah.
You just want a little bit of the change back. It's mad. It was
I hear that.
expensive.
How much are the tickets?
About 80, 70?
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, no. It depends. If you got them mad early, it was like 50, isn't it?
For real? Yeah, I might be sending a couple emails just
Nah,
to nice
For
myself.
all 3 days, I don't know. It's
It
about
was 175.
For
all
3 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so, you know, I could understand why some people will want the money back. But anyway. But yeah, prior to the Giggs and Drake stuff or whatever, I'm like watching some of the performances and whatever. And there was some decent performances in that. But I've said this a few times to a few different people, yeah. I actually feel that the live element of the game right now is taking a nosedive to me, bro. I think it's taking a massive dip, bro. Literally, for the most part. No, of course not. That's a given. Of course, that's
But
a
they're
given.
not on. But they're
That's
not
a
on thing though. They're not. Most of them ain't on these big stages. That go like people that are doing really good at are really good at live and putting a lot into their performances.
I'm trying to reference Stormzy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna get
Stormzy
to
was-
that. I'm gonna get to
Yeah,
that. That's
yeah, different.
that's a given. I'm not saying that everyone is. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for the most part, for me, like going to live shows has been something I've always done in it. I've always gone to flipping where man are MCing, where man are doing their headline shows, checking the Americans, whoever, like people that I like in it, yeah. But right now, bro, I think the performances are just taking such a dip. It is nuts to me, bro. I don't even know where to start. Do you know what one of the... Like, firstly, my biggest pet peeve, which I say all of the time, is the fact that man are just not using PAs. I can't understand how we are getting to a point, yeah, where like artists are screaming over themselves on the song, bruv. It's fucking like, how come no one saying nothing about it?
It's so lazy. It's upsetting. And you know what's more upsetting is that the crowd don't care.
You know why they don't?
Not as much, bruv, not as many people as you think care.
No.
They're just excited to hear the song and see man jump about. Like the man who have
right.
seen the other thing, realize what a performance is, man are looking at it like, oh, that's a trap thing. But the youth them, obviously I'm doing blanket statements, they're just happy to see man. So, or gal, whoever, and they're just jumping about, you know what I mean? And you're just thinking, yeah, oh, that was live. And then they do the big circle, they run into each other. I'm like, bruv, you're getting buzzed for your P, you know? Man's not doing nothing. Man's running the Spotify link and keeping it moving. Like, it's mad.
You know what? One of my good friends, Ish, yeah, he mentioned the same thing. We were talking about it before. And he was saying that they don't really care. And I said, you are probably right to an extent. And the reason being is that because, see, like now, there's obviously a new generation of people that are going to shows and whatever, yeah, and like just wilding out or whatever. They can't miss what they have never had.
1,000,000%.
You get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
like they're never gonna particularly, if they're not seeing anything like on a certain level, if all they're seeing is the mosh pit and all of that, then that's just what they're used
Yep.
to, and fair enough, innit? And I think that like the mosh pit stuff and all that's cool. I'm not even taking that away because that's an element of fun or whatever. But there's still an element of performance that you can put in to incorporate everything, yeah. And I'll go as far as saying this, that even though a lot of artists probably don't seem like they don't care in a sense of they're going to go on stage and if man's mosh pitting and that, fucking, I'm doing my thing, innit? Man, I'm mosh pitting and that. That's cool. But at the end of the day, yeah, and you're an artist yourself, surely it might make you feel some type of way if your critics or people that are around you that have an opinion, a valid opinion, that are turning around and saying, bro, that weren't it. No matter how much mosh pits you do, it's
the
you're
song.
going to know that.
I remember it's a song. So when you ain't got the song, you see the difference. So when it was like that, so we done Wild, when it was Roll Deep and we done like, I think we done Main Stage or whatever stage it was, yeah. Obviously had like the big pop songs and they were popping off and all that jazz. But we was rubbish. No, we some line we done Glastonbury. We had the big song, but we was rubbish. We never like rehearsed, just man them talking over each other. It was a shambles. And the Tiny Temper came on afterwards.
Performance.
And showman.
Performance.
Levels. Yeah. And I even read somewhere you don't like taking drinks of water on stage because it shows he's not human or something, like, you know, it breaks from the performance. I said, rah, man saw the levels. So we had number one, he had number ones, whatever, but the difference was crazy.
All right, let's just say if you don't rate Tiny, let's just say, for example, Krypton Conan then.
Yeah.
Krypton Conan, like when they're on, they put on a performance, bro.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you still get the mosh pits, you still get all of that, but they have things going on within their set. One, they're using PAs anyway. Good. Two, they've got things going on within their set. Like, this was another thing I wanted to talk about, actually, that had something to do with them too, yeah, is that when I look at, I wasn't there on Saturday, so I didn't see Stormzy's set live. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. But I was at home, and I think Callum had uploaded one of the videos on YouTube, so I was on YouTube and I was just putting in the titles or whatever, yeah. And then, like, in the recommendation, it had Stormzy wireless performance and that, yeah. So I've clicked on it, and I'm watching the beginning of this, yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool. He's the headliner, of course. So what I'm saying, like, I want people to take it to the fact that I understand that he's the headliner. I understand that, yeah. But the difference in levels between him and everyone else was so shocking, bruv, yeah, that it's crazy to me. And I'll tell you why, yeah. Because you don't have to be a headliner to have things going on and to make it good. Going back to Krypton Conan, when Krypton Conan did the main stage on Wireless 2 years ago, there was like a crane that they was on at 5 o'clock or 5:30, maybe even 6 or 6:30, something like that. They was on before Future anyway, yeah. They had a crane built. Their DJ was at the top there. Then they had some next thing at the bottom where, like, every time a guest comes out, boom, it would open up. Yeah. Younger would come out. Yeah. This person will come out. That person will come out. Care, then on top of that, it's like, yeah, boom, in the middle of their set, yeah, this is our DJ, blah, 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 blah. He's the sickest DJ in the country, whatever. Run a couple tunes. Cosmic's up there just doing a madness. Everyone's mosh pitting. It's like, to me, I look at that and I think, rah, man acts like, one, they rehearse.
They care.
Yeah, one, they rehearse. Two, they care, bro.
They care so much. I know that on multiple shows, they will put so much money.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
They will lose money.
Yeah,
from that
1,000,000%. That was another thing I was going to say.
Out on their money that they're getting paid, they're actually spending
money to do
of their own,
which
even more.
So then big international artists do.
Exactly.
Big artists really do that.
You don't have to do that. But
you don't have to.
It just shows how much they care.
If I'm doing, like I said, you want to get P and make money, but you're going to make money if you continually have the levels high of what you're doing. Yeah. So I mean, these people, they're going on. They're forgetting that when you're doing like Liquid or whatever clubs are popping now, and you got the big song, the whole room's gonna erupt. You know what I mean? But you having that same song, you just one person standing in the middle of a massive stage is not the same.
No,
you have to have a show, because what they do, you can see they're realizing they're not having it. They ain't got the connection, and you see them standing on the speaker and they just start shouting the lyrics at you. Oh, what? Nothing's happening. Oh, but they're not getting the same vibe back, and then they realize, oh, I've got to be here for 20 minutes, and they haven't got the same energy. You got to give them a whole. It's a show, which they don't understand. They think you're just saying your, but it's a show.
Do you know what? I'm really curious. Yeah, this is. I'm being genuine when I say this. I'm mad curious to find out actually what happens when the email comes in that that man are doing wireless. Like, what happens after that?
Oh, we've done that. We get the email.
No. I know. I've been a part of the process, but I'm just saying today. Like, what happens? Do man say sick? Boom. we need to get this rehearsal studio. I need to sit down with my DJ. We need to sit down and we need to go through this, that, or this. Or do man just say, boom, all right, yeah, what date is it? Well, the 7th of July, boom, I slapped in the diary.
But I'm just saying for
roll
someone
up.
who swagged it at Wireless and Glastonbury, we've just gone there and rolled. Done the same show we done at Liquid on Revolution.
I think
And was confused at why it didn't work.
yeah, well, there you go.
But you know what I'm saying, and then as when I've done my own shows, I've done 2 shows, and they were just just in birthdays in comparison to thing, and I put way more thought into it, and it's been sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I've done like bigger shows as well, but when I put the thought into it, it's way better.
Yeah.
But I've also done with that the man there gone there. Oh, what date is it? Oh, we're getting paid this much. We just rolled.
Yeah.
We swagged it better.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
it's
think that's
funny because you realise, like you said, you see the difference.
Yeah, of course.
So when someone comes in after you and clerks you realise, oh, that's the level.
Exactly. And I'm also curious as well to find out, like, on that same thing of what we were just talking about before. And this more is for like the higher tier artists, not the lower tier artists, but the higher tier artists. Because I know how much man are getting paid. I know the money that's getting thrown around. So I'm really curious to find out like how much people or how much artists are thinking about reinvesting elements of it into their performances. I'd like to see a list. I'd like to see a list of like, just for me personally, like who actually cares about that other aspect of the show other than just coming on the stage, innit? Like, who's reinvesting elements of it? Because right now, I don't even see any of it. And you know what? You don't even, to be fair, you don't have to do it, innit, yeah? You don't have to do that to put on a good show. But to me, it just, you can see the level. And it's like, Stormzy for me has actually always showed an element of going the extra mile. Yeah?
Yes.
I remember when Manny Norte did his Christmas show, yeah, and he had like bare artists there, Stormzy and that was there, whatever, and like he was chatting to them, and then it was like, yeah, boom, we're gonna run a man. Know how this thing goes, bro. You get me? DJ's gonna run a beat at some point. You know, as an MC or a rapper, you know, at some point I'm going to check my man. There's artists that there, a beat might get played. I'm gonna be ready. All right, so boom. Manny's like, all right, cool. He's throwing on a beat, yeah, and man are not doing nothing. But you know who is? Stormzy's there on the microphone, and then like couple man are standing there, and it's like, I got a cold, whatever. Stormzy's there barring. Chip came in, and you know what? Chip's never going to be a man who's Chip's never going to let anyone just go there and just take all the shine.
Never.
You get me? Yeah. Because of his competitive nature, innit? So he was in there doing his thing. Same thing again when Charlie Sloth did. I think it was it the Fire in the Booth thing when he had Bare Man, like
the Fire in
the Booth cypher.
Stormzy showed you man to circle your neck back.
Bro, he was on nearly every beat, bro. You couldn't get him away from the microphone.
Because you have to know who like, yeah, that's why he's still here. That's why he'll be here for a long time. Man needs to know, yeah, you got the rhythm right now, you're sick in studio. Because you know what it's like in studio. Obviously, we make music, we've been around music. I've got songs that I've made that I've been struggling in studio. You know what I'm saying? I can't just go out and perform them straight away. I don't know them. I don't know the cadences. I don't know the flow. I'm not comfortable with it. Yeah. And these youths are not coming up performing. Like you said, man come from radio, perform, like, you know, stage. You got one chance. Like, man might be in like whatever dance, and if you flopped it there, that's it. And there's people there watching. You're gonna either get directly booed or directly cheered. Now they're going through the comments, they're filtering. They can call my man a hater, block my man, whatever, and just keep moving. They're in a bubble. So when they get to the point where they got to perform in front of these people, they'll see the difference. And you see someone like a Stormzy who's really on his craft, or a Chip who's been up for the same school of, you know, really out here. And you will see like, wow, why are they so much better than me? Because they care and they're really about their craft, not just making the song. Yeah, you know what I mean? You can see the different. Wretch don't always. Wretch is not the most popular at all times. He's not a trend. He's not the trend. My man's here every year, consistently up in levels and always making sure and performs sick all the time. Not just like, oh, there's only obviously you don't have like no small crowds, but you know what I mean. It's not just like, oh, well, I'm not the in thing this year. He's going for it, and it's sick, and people would appreciate that. So when he announces the show later on this year or whatever, people are going to be sold out.
You see the levels all of the time. Young'un as well is a good performer as well. I've seen I remember one time I went to watch Lethal B on his headline show, and he had Young'un perform, and I thought, let me just go and see what my man's about still, like, because obviously I like some of his music or whatever. So I went, and like, he was performing to people that weren't his fans, and he weren't popping, really. But like, they weren't his fans, but he had clearly rehearsed a set, he'd rehearsed a set that actually just worked, bruv.
Yeah.
He had people jumping up and down all over the place. He had elements of flipping things going on, the DJs doing this and going over this side and talking to this lot, going to this side, talking to that lot, making people make noise and doing stuff or whatever. And it's like, for me, the element of that is proper missing at the moment. Like, enough people are not even doing that, bro.
They're not doing the support. Man's done support acts, but like you said, where they're not there for me. So how am I gonna make them be interested and remember who I am when you leave?
And it's the same with festivals, though. You got to think everyone is like there are people that are fans of all different things, and we're all mixed together, innit? So, like me, I'm a fan of gigs. The person who's next to me might not be a fan
he
as
might be
much.
there for whoever next man.
He might be there for someone else. You get what I'm saying? This person might be there for someone else, but the thing that is a common factor between all of us is that we're there for the music and we're there for a vibe. Do you get what I'm saying? So, bro, I don't know, man. I just remember a time where, like, enough times I could fucking go to a show or whatever,
not know who it was.
Not know who it was. Not even not know who it was. It could not even be a show, bruv. It could be a grime thing or whatever. And it's like, I leave there thinking, my man's fucking sick, bro.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't leave there feeling like that these days. I just think everything is very average or even below average. Like, seriously.
Below,
and I'll also say as well, that, like, even for me anyway, like, if you're not performing with PAs, you're never going to get any more than a 6 out of 10 for me. Like, no way.
They won't be here longer than a year and a half.
But I'm not even going to make it too much about the PAs. It's just in general. It's just,
but I think like that just shows the level. Like you're not trying to like up what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're just there, just performing over the tune, you're only ever going to be around as long as the song's around.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, and that's it. Once that song gets died down, and the next one comes, like next whoever song comes in, that's the end of your stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see it and you think, all right, safe. But if you're known as a sick performer, you're interesting to, like I said, not to like big up my chest here, but I'd done a show, I sold it out, and I got to do another show, like from the same project, like no new music, because people enjoyed the first one so much within 6 months, and I sold it out again because people enjoyed the vibe.
Yeah.
I wasn't just like, oh, we like that song and we've heard it. Like they're waiting for the next song.
I feel like that's because of the personality of the person and the amount of effort you put in.
1,000,000%.
Because then someone else could cover your song and they get more love than you did.
Yeah.
But if people love like you as a person, like DJ Khaled, he could be doing nothing for a whole year and people would still watch him just because they love DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
But and you know what? To be honest with you, made joke about DJ Khaled before, but I'm pretty sure that at his shows he has a certain type of set that he's probably rehearsed and gone through with his guy that works for him in some way. I just personally just wouldn't want to see it.
Yeah, definitely.
But also this, bruv, like I need to try and say this as loud as possible for the people at the back.
I talk about the things.
DJs, artists, stop rewinding every fucking song. Stop rewinding every fucking... Like, not everything needs to be rewound. You don't need to wheel up everything. You don't have to rewind every time.
It don't work.
It's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
You're devaluing what a rewind actually is.
Yeah.
Like, and you're not doing yourself any justice. It's trash. I'm watching man on the stage, like literally on the stage. Man come out, rewind a tune. Then the next one, do another one, rewind a tune. Then they rewind it again. And you know what?
All right, well, I just got a long intro, your thing. You're thinking, bro, there was no vibe, bruv. Reload.
Fam, I'm seeing man rewind the tune and there's no crowd ambience.
Nah.
I was about to say that. I've seen
Like the tune gets rewound and it's like no one's kind of...
Man's confused.
Yeah,
Man's confused.
They don't even know what's going on.
The crowd isn't going.
Yes,
sometimes.
that's
I've seen people do that. They've gone. They've come out with the track. The crowd hasn't gone mad. So they're like, fuck, start again. No.
Nah, bro. Don't work like that. You wait till it gets... I think Dave, when he done his interview on Hot 97, they asked him what a reload was, and he said, well, they asked him Graham, because they don't know what Dave does, and he said it's like, it's like when all the energy is at the top, the height of what's going on, and that's exactly it. That's why it don't have to come... They think reload means start the song again after the first hook. No, bro, this went at KMT gigs. That song's like the second verse, deep in the song, like 2-3 minutes in. That's usually when the vibe is. Like, you need to go when the vibe is, not straight away you've run out. They're excited to see you, so you say wheel up, and now you're starting again. You look weird, man. It's so forced.
Also, exactly. Also, as well though, a rewind for one artist. How do I say this? Like the rewind for one artist and the rewind for another artist could be very different in the sense that, like, see if you're like a big tier artist or whatever, yeah. and like you've got some bangers or whatever, that crowd ambience, like on one of your bangers, that crowd ambience could be a rewind for someone for a lower tier, but it's not really a rewind for you yet because your one ain't hit that thing yet.
It's a high level.
Like, bro, I'm a Jamaican, innit? Yeah. I come from the sound system era. Yeah, my dad is a sound man.
Yes,
so I understand how this thing works properly, yeah. And like even when you go back to that, do you know how much tunes a DJ or selectors playing before a tune gets rewound?
Bam.
And even if like sometimes you might hear bare rewinds in one set, but remember they're playing tunes quite quickly.
It's to get rid of it. It's not to start again. It's to reload.
All right.
Boom, next thing.
One tune gets played. Boom, next one. Yeah. Boom, next one.
Yes.
Yeah, next one. The crowd's building up now. Next one. Crowd's building up now. Next one. Boom, rewind. Pull up. Then you come back again. The ambience is there. But you know what? Sometimes if you rewind too early, like you're building up a vibe, yeah. You rewind and then it comes back here again.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like you're missing out on the full on a potential full climax because of bare rewinds.
They're shook. That's why. The same thing. They're not saying they're just shook. They're out there. They're not getting the instant gratification or love they think they deserve. So they're trying to find it. You're like, bro, just take time. It will come.
Yeah, it will come.
It will come. And even if it don't,
you know what?
Come on that
when
set,
it's
it will
there,
come.
when you've done it properly, it will feel amazing.
Feels mad.
Because you know what? You might do a tune or whatever, and then like say for instance, you've come out. Say you're a new artist, for example, yeah. You've come out and not much people know you. You do a song, no one's really doing anything. You do a next song and then you can see like you're putting on a performance and people are starting to warm to you a little bit. The beat sounding kind of cold, whatever. Then you do a next one and my man's all right still. Then you do a next one and it's like now you could start really seeing the vibe a bit. If you rewind it now, you might bring it down a notch. But if you leave it now, because the next one it might really be ready,
and it'll feel incredible.
And then as soon as that vibe's there, yeah, and you can feel it. It's
like man said, it's euphoria, bro. That's what it is. It's just bringing up to the point, and you think, yeah. But it's fear, man. Everything's so quick. It sounds dumb. Like you put a song out, you get like the views, you see the comments, whatever. You perform, and then obviously you got the big songs people like you. So they just want what they've seen. You know what I'm saying? So they've seen like Gig smash it, and everyone's going crazy. So they want that now, and they're just trying to recreate it by understanding the science behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Big artists are doing it too, though.
Oh,
they're all flipping rewinding the tune way too much. Bro.
And you shouldn't rewind it when it's a big stage like that. It takes even more for it to really get to that. You know, like you say.
Yeah, but even then, it's like even if the vibe is there, it like sometimes it just you don't need to. Like seriously, just you know what I mean. Like if you got a couple bangers or whatever, if you got bangers, yeah, like give it. Like so, for example, the one time that I could see why a song would get a rewind from the intro was the Giggs and Drake example, which was because what happened is Giggs came off the stage after his last tune or whatever, and then I think like people were just about to start scattering off because there's usually a changeover time. So for the next person, literally the flipping OVO banner drops down, and then they come running out straight away, and then you could hear the tune, bro. Soon as Drake's verse come in, you could, you know what? You get that. Yeah. You get that. Because that there was just mad.
Well, Drake running out as a surprise headliner on wireless as the OVO flag drops after Giggs.
Yeah.
That's getting walled up no matter what. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But Giggs ain't rewind. I mean, Drake's not rewinding every tune.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
And he could.
He can't. Exactly.
Well, technically, you know what I'm saying? He's got all he's got is bangers. Yeah, so if he wants to just do that, he understands the flow of the show. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the science behind it, man.
Man just have to just stop rewinding every tune, bruv.
Yeah, it's tech time, man.
Do you know what, yeah? Let me tell you this as well. See, like, you know you're playing out in a club or whatever now. Enough times you get money pull-ups and shit, innit? So man will just be flinging money at the deck and that. Do you know how much times, where like a man has come and flung money at the deck and I've said, nah, hold that.
Chill,
hold that. Because you've come, what has happened is now, you've come like 15 seconds, 20 seconds, maybe even a minute too late now.
Yeah, I see man come on the third verse.
I'm about to mix the tune.
Allow it.
I'm about to mix the tune. You're going to dash me £20. That's cool. But I know now, I rewind the tune, I start it again, the ambience of going low. And yeah, all right, cool. My pocket gets a bit fatter because the £20 are rolling in a bit, yeah? But the vibe of the dance, I'm killing because you lot keep giving me £20 mad late. Or at times when I don't need to. So do you know what? I'm the one who will say, nah, hold that. There's a next one.
See, again, you care. And you'll get the next one. I'll get
the next one. You'll come to me and be like, boom, you might dash me a £50 this time. Do you get what I'm saying? But every tune you're gonna dash me like you're gonna dash me a £20 or whatever. Yeah. That's cool, but it's like sometimes it's just not ready yet. It's just not ready yet, bruv. You
have to respect the science, man.
Fuck me, bro. But yeah, shout out to them, some of the people that really do care and take this thing seriously. Yeah. And like, you know what I mean? And I want to big up to Notes actually as well, because at one time I see that I haven't been to a Notes show before, but I saw that Notes has a live band and shit like that, and you don't really see that from man. You know what I mean? So,
again, the money, because man realised you have to rehearse. Yeah. You have to pay for everyone's thing. You have to pay everyone.
You got to do exactly.
Yeah. So, but man realised obviously I'm doing wireless. Big stage, you have to make an impact, bro.
He was doing Pepsi stage. Was he doing main stage? I don't even know.
That's still big stage.
Yeah, exactly.
The band will take half of your fee.
Yeah, exactly. Easy. Do you see? Well, look at Stormzy's band, for fuck's sake.
Stormzy show looked crazy.
Plus the production.
Yeah, bro. I heard he was flying out people from all America and all kinds of shit, bro. Like
even the screens and the graphics.
Mist had a backdrop though as well. I noticed that Mist had a backdrop which was sick, but on his intro, like when he came out, he had like some shit like thing going on or whatever, which was quite sick. Yeah, he had some visuals going on or whatever. So you know, like there's a little bit of a thought process in that. You get me? But like, I want this to be clear. I'm not saying that everyone needs to come out and have all this wild shit on stage or whatever. But I just think that we just care a little bit about your performance a bit. Do you get me? And yes, there are a lot of people that don't care because they want to jump up and do that all over and just jump up and down all over the place. That's cool, innit? Yeah. But they can still do that. You could still put on a performance and have them doing that. And I also understand the fact that you can't miss what you don't have, but give them it. Give them an opportunity for them to be able to say, "Rah, this is different and it's sick."
You'll be here for a lot longer. That's what I don't think they realise it yet because obviously everything's new. But you being like that, you putting care into what you're doing, you'll be here for a lot longer, and people will just care more for ages, and you'll just reap the benefits from it.
The levels between the Stormzy and everyone else is like it's amazing, but it's shocking, bruv. Like it shouldn't be like there should be a level, but it shouldn't be that much. The gap shouldn't be that crazy. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? It shouldn't be that crazy. And right now, the only people off the top of my head that I feel that would, given the opportunity, try to match that is Krypton Conan. Yeah. And probably Young'un as well. Wretch. Who? Bane as well. Yeah, but yeah, G Fresh would definitely have. He's got to use PAs though. Got to use PAs.
He's not having him going out there looking shaky. No way. But
he's got to use PAs. Fresh is not having him doing that. And then there's like a few others as well. To be fair, but bro, the majority man have to just step it up and just, you know, if you don't care about it, then that's cool. But you know, I guess some people are gonna talk about it, innit?